I set up Music Matters in 2012. I'd first had the idea in 2005, so it was 7 years in the making. I did a master's in community music at the University of Limerick, and as part of that I did a case study, and the organisation that I chose was the Open Arts Community Choir in Belfast. So I went up to Belfast a couple of times, and then I worked with them when they came to Cork in 2005. And I just thought it was an absolutely amazing idea that they were including people with and without disabilities in their choir. And I thought that it would be a really good idea to have something similar down south. And when I went to research about different choirs, I realised that there wasn't anything. So I spoke to different people with disabilities who were interested in music and singing, and they told me that even some of the rehearsal venues for choirs weren't actually accessible for them, even on a physical level, to attend because of stairs or different things like that, narrow doorways, steps in and out, that kind of thing. So I decided that I would set up a choir where our policy would be that we would only rehearse and perform in venues that were extremely accessible. So initially my idea was, I was thinking really of people with mobility difficulties and wheelchair users. But actually, as it turned out, the initial people who were interested in the choir were mostly people with visual impairments, intellectual disabilities, Down syndrome, that kind of thing. So we actually, ironically, didn't get any wheelchair users as choir members for quite a long time, but it was still nice that we knew all the rehearsal venues were very accessible. Treated it the same as I would for any other music group or any other choir. So I suppose I didn't really make allowances in some ways for the fact that people have different disabilities, because I think it's very easy when people have disabilities to, you know, unconsciously kind of patronise them in a way and say, oh, you don't need to stretch yourself, you know, that's enough what you're doing once you try. Whereas in fact, you know, people do need to be stretched and challenged and given new things to do and all that kind of thing. So, you know, from the start, really the emphasis has been on the singing and the music, and trying to get a high standard of music as well.